Well, if you can get an objectively accurate fact checker, that would be a huge step up from what we have today, because a lot of people have very little faith in certain fact checkers. And when you find out that they're ideologically biased or they're governmentally biased, and if you could have something that could just tell you, have you been paying attention to how Twitter's doing it now, where they have community notes? Have you seen this?
No, I haven't.
It's interesting. Like, say if someone makes a statement about something controversial, climate change, whatever, and then this controversial statement gets refuted in the community notes, and then people will start commenting, and really intelligent, very well-read people on specific subjects will chime in with peer-reviewed papers and all these different statistics and that show, and then Twitter will correct it, and it will say readers have said, and then put up the relevant information.
Right. See, that's what chatbots do not do today.
Yeah.
They have no understanding of correct or incorrect, false and truth. No understanding of that. But with hardware coming into the picture that is more advanced, then yeah, you're talking about machines that can do that automatically.
But is the problem who controls that machine? Like, say if China gets a hold of one of those machines first, if they develop a quantum computer first and they start implementing it.
Well, we have to make sure that our quantum computers can check other people's quantum computers to make sure that they're not fudging the facts.
Right.
Now,
That's what
remember
I'm talking
that
about.
if this is not done legally, if there are no laws passed in this direction, and it's like the Wild West, then, of course, the politicians get involved, and it becomes a real mess. Now, we do know that you cannot yell fire in a crowded theater. Therefore, there are limits to free speech. We get that. But how do you make limits on statements that are written on the web that no human can possibly follow?
Right.
That's where quantum computers can come in. Quantum computers are powerful enough to survey the entire landscape and give reasonable rebuttals to things that are just outrageous.
Well, more than that, it's going to be able to instantaneously change how we interact with each other in terms of language barriers, all these issues that we have currently. I'm sure you're aware of Google had their earbuds. There was a feature where, if you went to Spain and didn't speak Spanish, you could talk to it, and they would talk to it, and it would translate back and forth. So you could have a real-time conversation. I'm not sure how good is it. How good is that, Jim? But if there's something like augmented reality, and we have something like that, you're going to be able to instantaneously translate what people are saying.
Yeah.
There'll be no language barriers for people. We'll be able to. I think that would change just human perception across the world. Just the way we view each other. It's so easy to think of each other as being different because we speak a different language and we live in a different part of the planet. But that would literally change how we interact with each other.
Yeah. Just remember that where do correct ideas come from? Correct ideas come from interaction with incorrect ideas. It's the struggle between ideas out of which correct ideas emerge. And this does not happen on the internet because, of course, with chatbots, everything is cobbled together, cut, spliced, and simply glued together with Scotch tape, masquerading as an essay. So with fact-checking, I think it's going to be different because unless we do fact-checking, the politicians will get involved, and this is going to be a real mess. So I would hope that the industry does fact-checking by itself rather than having politicians do it.
It's such an important point that you said, where you said that the bad ideas have to exist so the good ideas triumph.
Mm-hmm.
And that's really an argument against censorship on the internet, which is another problem that people have. Especially censorship when it comes to something being ideologically based.